Norbert Mao is looking for relevance in the public realm, but he's very irrelevant. Who is Mao in the politics of NRM? This is a man who wanted to become a speaker. President Museveni threw him back into the ministry, and he's so happy with that. He's a man who wanted to negotiate, who claimed that he went to negotiate for a transition. President Museveni told him that that was not part of our meeting. He doesn't have the integrity to speak to the media. I wonder, how can you bring Norbert Mao in our press conference? We are addressing serious issues. He negotiated on his behalf. Who told you that we are not negotiating? How can I be in the party like this one to negotiate on my own behalf? I don't need a party to negotiate on my own behalf. That is a milk card politician, which Mao is. He's the one who defined the milk card politician. Because we are quiet about him, we ignored him, it is you who is bringing him in. He's nothing. He's presiding over a ministry with cadre judges. He used to abuse those cadre judges, and now they are his darlings. Does he have the integrity to speak to the media, especially honorable media like yours? He's presiding over the judiciary when human rights abuses at their peak. When media houses are being closed and he has nothing to say, why don't you ask him about those things where he has responsibility in his docket and is sleeping around? He has nothing to tell this country. He actually, because he has no integrity, we cannot even tell him to resign because he has nothing to save himself about. If at all we wanted violence, we would have confronted the police which came here when we had prayers. We elected to pray to God so that God can help us touch the hearts of those who are molesting us. They came in their hundreds at this party headquarters because we had organized prayers. How can you be jealousy for power with God? And you bring guns. If we wanted to execute violence, we would have done them. We would have called upon our people in their hundreds. We would have overrun these policemen, taken away their guns and shoot them around and walk away with the guns. It is possible that we are law-abiding citizens of Uganda. General Kizza Besigye is in prison. Okay? Would you expect a party led by a general like that to be docile? We are not just docile, but we are peace-loving Ugandans who don't want to go violent. But we would have had the capacity to overrun them, all of them, and we disarm them quickly. Put those guns in that store, send them home. So how can nobody Mao say that we are violent people and you even bring it in our press? That is so unfortunate. Don't even cover it. Don't cover what I am telling you. We should ignore him with the contempt he deserves. He has no right to speak about us who remain in the opposition to help Uganda. Have been filed, but who is that one filing them? It is the state. They thought that, President Museveni thought that Uganda will never have anybody with a contrary view, with the dissenting views from his, by 2025. That was his pronouncement. He was so embarrassed to see that there was an opposition. It is true. And I can affirm, attest to this. He has managed to negotiate with many people in the leadership of the opposition. He has awarded them money. Some of them have been intimidated and they have succumbed. True. Some of them have refused to succumb, to be intimidated or to be bought off. That is why they are in prison, and others have been written to ensure that they are all over the place trying to look for their safety. That is what he's employing now. Because he wanted to intimidate everybody so that we succumb to this intimidation and we keep quiet as he continues cruising at high altitude. He thought nobody will speak when he proposes that his son would come after him. He thought that everybody will cower away when leaders have been incarcerated for no good reason. He thought that he could even weaponize the courts, weaponize every aspect of governance, and we cow away. We are teaching him a bad lesson that the opposition will continue. Those on opposition may not be leaders per se, but those who do not accept that he becomes president in a democratically elected election, that his policies are good for all of us. They are certainly not good for all of us. Those who know that President Museveni is ruling by the gun, they simply keep quiet because they don't want to speak out. But many people are opposed to his government, and that is the reality. He needs to wake up to that reality. It's only those who have managed to speak out and can speak to you that are willing to be counted, to be incarcerated or even killed. But there are very many behind us. When we wrote to many areas, to very many people with power, we wrote to the Interreligious Council. And today I have got a communication from the leader of the Muslim religion saying, whatever you communicated to us, we communicated to the president. Which means that we moved them. They also got concerned. If at all what we tell them was not important, then why should they have communicated to the president, who happens to host them? So we shall continue to do that. Some people you may think they have nothing to tell the president, but they have something to tell the president. If it was not important, our communication, our concerns, national concerns, were not important, they shouldn't have communicated them. Which means that they also got concerned. And we shall continue to communicate. So thinking that the PFF is going to die simply because they may target any leaders, any of us, it will not kill the opposition. And it is not going to remove PFF from us. One person may go, others will rise up. I told you I'm here standing in for my president, Lukwago. But when I go, Harold is here. When I go, Kenneth is here. When he goes, Kenneth is there. We are all here. Richams is here. So let nobody think that we are a party pressing ourselves for extinction. No. We are committed. The opposition is a very big movement. And very many people we are coordinating. And you will see us continuing to engage. Those who call us violent, they are looking for an opportunity to be quoted in the news.